Yo, hello. I actually tried recording this video on Tuesday and I realized I was talking to the mic for like 40 minutes before I realized that I wasn't recording with the microphone on. So boy do I feel stupid, but it actually gave me the chance to redo some of these decks, and I don't know. I still think that like over half of these really suck, but I mean, you guys really wanted to see deck lists for like nearly everything I have. So that's a thing, I guess. Anyway, there's been some updates to the trainer thing, the viewy thing or whatever. As you can see, the carousel moves a lot smoother. Still don't really know. Okay, so we have tile. I guess tile's better for like actually looking at the decks, because that's kind of cool. You can see what's going on a little bit better. So let's do it this way. Let's do tile from now on. So I got two Emolgas in my Gallade Gardevoir deck just to get the Ralts out as quick as possible. I would like to be running 4 of these, because... Wait, why do I not have 4 of those? That's weird. Maybe I haven't, like, redone this deck since then. That's better. So, I got 4 of those Ralts. I have no Kirlias, because I'm just, like, a pure candy deck. 2 Mewtwo's in here, because that's nice. You can just Scramble Switch, do some stuff, which is why I have Scramble Switch in this deck. 4 Colresses, 4 Ends. I'm just now realizing he has some weird embossing going on with him. I don't know what the hell that's about. All the cards look like, the shiny cards look way shinier than, like, can you fucking turn down the brights on that end? Holy crap. That's way too shiny for me. But 4 catchers, 4 P-coms. I don't really know how I feel about running P-coms in this deck when there's not really that many Pokemon to work. I don't know. I guess it is handy if I just want to swap out like a Mewtwo or an Emolga for something like that, but I still feel like maybe 15 and up should be P-comming. 13 energy, 9 psychics, 4 double colorlesses. Could probably cut down on that number, especially because everything gets doubled. Holy shit, Skyla, are you okay over there? That is way too much shiny on you. But yeah, it's a deck list. I'm gonna go ahead and save that one just because I actually did make some changes to it. Oh my god, excuse me. Now we have Balloon Shop. This one I'll probably use a little bit more next format because, you know, the 50 damage times the number of special energy cards in your opponent's discard pile could be pretty cool. 4/4 on that. Mewtwo's when in doubt, and you just need a good attacker. Just run Mewtwo, honestly. That's all you need. Sableye in here because I rely on hammers. This is basically just hammer time. It's got a dowsing machine in here just to be able to recycle whatever the hell you want. An enhanced hammer in a pinch is nice. I really do not need this max potion. I still don't know why I have it. I'm really not feeling the extra juniper in there. I think I'm gonna add a Skyla, and then I'm also going to add a what should I add? Whoa, shit, calm down with the that is, I moved the mouse down once and it just hits the bottom instantly. You need to calm down a little. I honestly don't know what else I should put in this deck. I have 4 ends. I have 4 choruses. You know what? I think I don't even know what I want to put in this deck. I think I run... No, I don't run this deck in real life. I feel like I would run energy switches. Dude, we'll take out a Skyla and put 2 Sharons, because I feel like that's better. Anyways, 9 energy. Really doesn't need a lot. You mainly just rely on fucking Drifblim, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of whatever. Balloon Shop. So that's a deck list for that. If you want to look at the list for any of these, just pause it at a specific part. Like, I'll leave this hanging long enough for you guys to see how many Pokemon I have going on this. But I like this deck list a little better now that it has Flygon, because you can just put counters on everything. You don't even need to decide. After 1 turn of Flygon being in the active spot, this does 40. After 2 turns, it does 80. So just get the Flygons up as soon as possible, and then while they're focusing on taking out the Flygons, then you get the Vespiqums up and you're good to go. And then there's a Shaman in there just because. Just because. 4 choruses, 4 ends. Juniper, 3 Skylas, because I feel like Skyla is kind of important in this scenario, just to get that rare candy. Or just to get the Pokemon communication, or just to get the laser. I don't know. Ultra Balls in this deck as well, just to be able to hunt out stuff that I really want. And energy. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend that any of these decks are really good. But I'll just let this load again one more time if you guys want to see that. Basically just relies on getting damage counters on stuff, and then just picking it off with Vespiquen. So, yeah. Close that off. Next deck. Blastoise Keldeo, I have not updated this since Plasma Storm. So I still run 4-1-3 on that, which I feel is kind of weird. I know some people just don't run Wartortle, period. 3-2 Keldeo, Mewtwo, 1 regular Keldeo, just in case I run into, like, I don't know, Klinklang or Sigilyph was my main concern there. 2 Biancas, a Silent, 4 Ends, a Juniper, and 3 Skylas. It's kind of weird. I also run 2 Tool Scrappers, 4 Energy Retrievals, 4 Ultra Balls. I think the Ultra Balls and the Energy Retrievals are nice hand in hand. 4 Catchers, 2 Candies, and then a Dowsing Machine. I think the Dowsing Machine is for, like, to be able to get the Silent. No, not the Silent, just like the extra Energy Retrieval or whatever. Since this deck is more Keldeo oriented as opposed to like everything else, I want to make it like a Black Kyurem kind of thing, but I haven't pulled one yet. So, I don't know. I just don't really like running this deck either. It's whatever. I fought it way too much at League, so that's why. Oh, that's kind of cool. You can go to all cards, and then that actually looks better. How about that? Anyways, got the Pokemon. Got the trainers, in case you need to see counts on everything. And got 15 energy. Like I said, these spreads aren't really that good, but people really do want to see my list. I mean, if you want to toss some unsolicited advice at me, you're more than welcome to do that as well. I'm more than likely just gonna get those kinds of people. This is Gardevoir Swoobat. I don't run it often for a reason, because it kind of sucks. I run Scramble Switch in this deck just because if you get like a something loaded up with energy, I don't know. I feel like a smart thing to do would be to get a Mewtwo or 2 of them loaded up with... How many rare candies do I have in this deck? 2? I have 2 rare candies. Shit. I think I'm gonna take out... Yeah, what the hell. I'll take out a Rescue Scarf because I already have 2 Super Rods. And I will take out... Actually, no, I'm just gonna put another rare candy. I'm ultimately just trying to make more room for another Mewtwo. So because I have the extra rare candy in here, I can take out one of these Kirlias. Actually, I could just take out all of them, period. But Mewtwo. I don't know when I ended up with like so many of these promo Mewtwo's, but hey, there you go. So I'd say the strategy of this deck is to build up as much energy as you can on this fucking Mewtwo, and then just Scramble Switch out to a Swoobat and just fuck some things day up. I don't know, just try to get Swoobat set up in the background, because they are a deck milling kind of thing. I don't play this deck often. It kind of sucks right now, especially with Veerbank and freaking Swoobat or Woobat only having like 80 HP. So Swoobat. Swoobat only has 80 HP, so that's why I don't like running it. This one is a build that I'm actually really pleased with. This is just Garchomp Altaria. 4-3-4, just because this is so self-fucking sufficient. You just get a Gibble, and I know some of these builds like to run a Mulga, just to get the Swablues out there and to get a Gibble going as well. That's cool too. You could definitely squeak one in there. I just didn't really have the card space for it. This one's kind of a tighter build, but I think it's pretty cool. Honestly, I could take out one of these random receivers for an Emolga. I think that's enough supporters, but it's what I'm doing. Then I have 2 rare candies in here just in case I really need to get a Garchomp up for whatever reason. I don't know. It's worked out alright. And then 8 fighting, 4 blend, just to be able to use Dragon Blade. But yeah, 19 Pokemon. Am I running Pecoms in this deck? I'm running level... Okay, I guess Level Ball actually does make sense with Dragon Call. So, it's whatever. It's kind of a sure thing thanks to Dragon Call. So, I don't need to save that at all. I didn't really change anything, I think. Anyway, Speed Quaza, Kind of tweaked it a little bit since the guys last set. Oh man, I just need 2 more of these bad boys and then we're looking good. But I made it a little bit more like Speed Embor, and I put Skylas, Ethers, and I put Ultra Balls to be able to get more Rayquazas out. But it's really likely that you're just going to freaking hit an energy anyway, so you can just Ether and then just get an energy, go for Celestial Roar, and then just get some more. Maybe I don't need to run Ethers in this deck because Celestial Roar is just kind of like that, so... I mean, I could probably just do that. And then shit, I really don't know. I'll just put more energy in. Where are we? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, just Ultra Balls, that's fine, just to get another Rayquaza ready to go. Because it sucks being only stuck with 1 Rayquaza. Other than that, you can just Celestial Roar forever. And then the only thing you really have to worry about in this format is Klinklang and Sigilyph. So, that's kind of that thing. This is my freaking Sharpedo discarding deck. I like to run it unlimited. I haven't run it in a long time because people just really don't like watching it. But I have Sableye in here just to get rid of energy. It's basically just a stall for time until I can get a Sharpedo ready to go, because it needs minimum, what, 1 turn? And yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. Hammer's just to be annoying. Dark Patch just to get one up. This spread has been fine by me because, I mean, I really don't know. I really don't know what else to say about this deck. I had the 1 switch in here for no reason whatsoever. 8 dark, 4 blends. The blends are in there just for Shaman. Honestly, like, it's kind of whatever. That's about it, I guess. So, don't really... Oh my god, excuse me. Don't really play that one too much. Let me see. What else do we have? I might as well just look at all of my decks, since everyone wants deck lists for, like, everything. This is, like, one of the decks that I ran a lot back in the day. I have this deck in real life. It was pretty cheap to make. It's pretty hot. It operates kind of like Garchomp, kind of. Like if Garchomp and Empoleon had a baby, it'd be kind of like that. Because Sunflora just lets you do the thing with the grass Pokemon instead of the dragon Pokemon. And then Mass Attack is basically attack command. So... you get this, you use it to get more of these guys on the field, and everything is really cheap on the attacking side, and it's free on the retreating side. So Pichu just gets the entire field loaded up as quick as possible, and then Cleffa is just a good hand shuffling kind of thing. So like if you're looking to play unlimited with some people, this deck really doesn't have a lot of supporters because it really doesn't need a lot of supporters. Pokegear, I think the last time I actually modified this deck was probably before Random Receiver, which is why I have Pokegear instead of Random Receiver. I'm not going to play this deck, but in case you really wanted to see that list, you are there. It's there. It's done. Yeah. Anyway, onto actual lists that you might use. Deck and Cover relies only around a Celigore. This attack, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed and poisoned, and you just shuffle everything back into the deck. So it does 50 damage. With the Virbank that I do have going on, I have Virbank and lasers in this deck. It's one of those decks, but it'll ensure 80 damage. Mew is nice because it gets to attack with the Celigore's attack, and it's not in danger of being like a 2-prize thing too much, as long as you can just drop it, drop a DCE, go in with it, and then just switch out with it. It's nice because you can do 100 to Mewtwo and then leave it paralyzed and then just do an extra 30 with poison. Or if there's enough things on the field, if there is 9 things on the field, you can take it out with an attack command for just 1 energy. So what else do I have in this deck? I have lasers, I have level balls. I don't have anything other than level balls for some reason, just because, you know, a Celigore only needs 90. Piplup is 60, 80, Emolga 70. Honestly, the only thing you'd be fishing for is like Empoleon and Mewtwo, and I haven't really had a problem hitting them too much. I mean, maybe I could run 1 or 2 Ultra Balls just to try to get them, but like once you get 1 Empoleon, you're good to go. 4 DCEs is mandatory, so that we can deck and cover as much as possible, and then the water energies are just in there just to fill the quote on something else. Otherwise, you'll just be like trying to shuffle out until you can hit a fucking DCE, and then that's how the deck works. I feel like that's the most I actually talked about a deck. So, yeah, not that I really need it. Let's go back to Hydreigon Darkrai, which I haven't played in a long-ass time. But I did update it a little bit for Plasma Storm. As you can see, the only way I updated it was by having Victini, because Kling Clang and Siglif are a bitch. But I have the Darkrai and the lasers and the Dark Patch and the energy searches. That's kind of my list. I know it's kind of a weird one. And then I only have 10 energy in here. 2 fires, 6 darks, 2 blends. That's it, because once you just get it out there, you can just move it around, and I don't know. I haven't played this deck in a while either, so I'm feeling like the only decks I'm going to play for now are probably going to be Articuno Garbodor, because that's one of the next ones I plan on running in real life, and then maybe tweaking a Kling Clang build, which I'm actually going to go ahead and fix right now, since I got that Shift Gear one in between the last time I played that deck and now. Shout out to Mario Party 9 on this website for getting me hooked up with that. That's nice. Anyways, Jurassic Park, don't run this shit as often. I probably should. It just so happens that the only things that this thing like really preys on is Darkrai decks. And it used to just eat up Hydreigon decks, but no one really runs Hydreigon anymore with it, so it's kind of whatever. I mean, this is there just to like shut down evolutions, and that's why I have Landorus and Terrakion and Mewtwo. It looks like a really silly, I'm not gonna say silly Garbodor build, but hey, I mean, it's got Mewtwo and Landorus, and then all you need is Garbodor, and then that's it for a fucking deck. 4 switches, 2 escape ropes. I got a computer search, some PCOMs, 2 Twist Mountains. I've been playing around with that number. Feeling like 3 could be good, because sometimes I don't get it on the first turn, and I would much rather just end up discarding it. So maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. What is that? 10 fighting, 4 double colorless. Double colorless just for Mewtwo and Bouffalant. So this deck's been fun. It just doesn't really rely on Archeops as much as I would like it to. That's both the decks. Actually, I would blame that entirely on the meta. Yeah, that's a thing. So we got Landorus and Empoleon. Basically, just Landorus spreads damage to the point where Empoleon can pick it off, because Empoleon's damage caps out at 120. So get an early Landorus out, force people to pay attention to that while you're just building up one of those in the bathroom. Landorus's eyes are glowing. That's crazy. And I have Muse in here because they can attack man, they can Hammerhead as well. It's very nice. And they can also call for family, so they benefit from all these 1 energy attack. It's a very quick attacking deck, which is something I really like about this. 4 switches, 4 candies. I think I stopped running Prinplups in this deck. Did I? Yeah, I don't run Prinplups in this deck anymore. Should I run PCOM still? Whatever. I feel like I should, just because the only thing I would level ball for is 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5, 6 out of 14. So, I don't know. Got 1 Tool Scrapper for reasons just to take out Eviolite. Honestly, this deck, well, actually, yeah, this deck is somewhat ability reliant with Muse Versatile. That can get shut down by Garbodor. I don't know what the silhouette is. I can't really tell what it is, but whatever. In a supporter list, 3 Scarfs. Could probably take out that random receiver for a 4th one. And here we have the energy. So I got 7 water, 2 fighting, and 3 blends. Because that feels right, even though it probably isn't. You guys are the ones that are wanting to watch this list. Rest assured, I'm probably going to get one extremely long PM from one guy being like, hey, this stuff sucks. Here's the way to make it not suck. And he's going to send me like a freaking 3-page essay with like new lists. But Celebi Charizard, pretty self-explanatory. This deck does run Pokemon Communication because it does have over 15 supporters going on. Or not 15, 15 Pokemon. 15 supporters is a lot of supporters. But only got the 2 Celebis. 4 for 4 on this line is mandatory just to be able to access Raging Claws, which is a pretty handy attack if you don't want to discard energy. And you've got a decent amount of damage counters on yourself. Emolga is a must, just to be able to get the Celebi and like all the Charmanders good to go, ready to go. I don't like discarding anything in this deck, which is why I don't run Juniper at all in this deck. I could probably afford to take out one of these Biancas for a Skyla. For whatever reason, I've been pulling Biancas like crazy. In fact, I think I have a third one? I do. I have 3 full art Biancas. 3 bright as fuck. Wow. Yeah, I'm probably going to run an extra Skyla though. So, where is that? 17 regulars and then 1 non. I counter Stadium in this deck because Charizard really doesn't like poison. 4 switches, scramble switch just to be able to get the energy off. I think you know how that works. Experience share just for when Charizards die because it's an inevitability. So also got 9 fires and 4 DCEs because Charizard's big attack that does 150 only needs 1 fire energy for it. So you get 2 DCEs and a fire energy and all of a sudden you are... I'm kind of waiting for this thing to not suck. Thank you. I don't know if my voice was like garbled the entire time. It just took forever to freeze, like save that deck for whatever reason. So let's just not make any deck edits, barring that Metal Gear one. So this one, I came up with this one. It's kind of Mew boxy, but it was so much fun to play back in the day. It was one of my absolute favorite decks before the huge power creep that happened thanks to Next Destinies. Revolves around Mew Prime. Like 60 HP in this format is absurd. Like why would you even consider running that? But it can use the attacks of all the Pokemon in the Lost Zone and see off, just lets you see off a send a Pokemon from your deck into the Lost Zone. So the idea is to send off one of these Relicants and then just draw as many times as you can. Because with Relicant's ability or Relicant's attack, choose a card from your hand, put it in the Lost Zone, then draw 3 cards. So you would either lead off with a Relicant and then just see off as much shit as you can, or lead off with a Mew, see off a Relicanth, and then just use Prehistoric Wisdom to discard stuff that lets Mew attack. And then with that, you're just kind of... Oh my god, that's like the 3rd time that number has called me during a narration. Can you not do that? That's fucking stupid. Thank you. Anyways, the other thing it powers up is Lucario's first attack, Dimension Sphere, does 30 plus 20 more damage for each of your Pokemon in the Lost Zone. So get 3 Pokemon in there and it just one-shots Darkrai. Not bad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'd kind of want to say like maybe a Riolu tossed in there too. You could put like 8 to 9 in there and you're good to go. Hammers to stall for time. I only have 2 catchers in here. That's weird. 2 catchers, 2 switches. Whatever the case, this actually worked out great. Prisms, Grass, Psychic. Oh my god, I run 4 different kinds of energy in this deck. That's silly, but I guess it works. Because... Actually, yeah, it does work. Because you just need a Grass energy from Mass Attack. Or you can just slap a Prism and do everything. So... yeah, we're done with this unlimited deck crap. I should probably just click modified. But everyone, I'm going to get somebody asking for it. So, anyway, this is Speed Heatmore. This is kind of fun. I added 2 Victinis in here. Thanks to Skipper99, I believe. Because you can just search your massive deck made of energy for 2 more energy. And, yeah, Skyla for the level ball and the ether. It does add a little bit more things. It adds 2 less, or it takes away 2 energy from the deck. But if you can hit a Victini and like a level ball, or a Heatmore, or something like that, it's great. So the other thing I probably could afford to put in here is a victory piece, just to be able to energize for free. Like, just put the victory piece on, attach an energy to the Heatmore, and then turbo energize to the bench Heatmore. All of a sudden you have a Heatmore ready to go, ready to attack on turn 1, but you would still need to switch. So if they put down like a Skyr or something like that, then in theory that's how that could work out. I don't know. The only real difference between when I played it and now is just the 2 Victinis and minus 2 fire energy. Anyway, this is Muppets. This is a really cheap deck. If you guys want a cheap deck to play at League, I highly recommend this because all this shit was like a quarter a pop. This is minus Emolga. I think I run 1 more Emolga in real life, but quarter, 25 cents, like all these. I think, I don't know. Actually, these guys might have been like 50 cents or something like that at the time. Point is they're really cheap. A couple of these other cards are going to be a little pricey, like Catcher and Computer Search. I don't know. Other than the Catchers and the Computer Search, you're good to go. Lava balls, energy searches. I run PCOMs in real life. I find that that works out a little bit better because of how many Pokemon there are. I'm just too lazy to switch it out right now. Tool Scrapper, because I tend to miss out a lot on the Revenge KOs on Mewtwo if it's got Eviolite on it. And Eviolite in general is just a pain in the ass for this deck. But Hue and Extrasensory work out wonderful together just because if you both have the same hand size, then it does 120. Which is a lot of damage for a stage 1, and it just needs 3 energy, which is a Psychic and a Double Colorless. Which kind of explains that. I kind of feel like my decks sometimes have a little bit too much energy, but that's kind of subjective. I've definitely had a couple situations where I've been kind of short on energy, so that's kind of why I stray on the high side, like near 12, 13, 14. So, anyway, I'm looking to work on this deck right now, cause reasons. Let me see what I can afford to take out. Now, someone told me I really don't need the energy retrieval. I 100% agree with them. I was using Nick's deck or Nick's list, and I just really didn't like it. So he says, so take off the energy retrieval and the tool scrapper, and add a. I don't know about the tool scrapper, cause like, well, we'll try it. We'll try it for now. They said add a Cobalion. I don't think I can add a Cobalion, but I can definitely add that Kling Klang. I got one earlier thanks to Mario Party 9, so let's do that. So now I got 3, 1, what? Is that can't be right. No. Clink. I need one more of those Dark Explorers ones. Okay. So now I'm at 60 cards. So I got 4, 1, 4 on that line. 1 Keldeo just to be able to rush in. And I got 2 Cobalion regulars, 2 EXs, and a Registeel. I kind of feel like I should run. I don't know about that Juniper there. I'm gonna take that out, and then probably take out. What else do I want to take out? No, I need the Skyla. I'm gonna take out one of these max potions. I feel like that might bite me in the ass, but I really want to run some counter stadiums because laser's a pain in the ass. So just maybe 2 Sky Arrows because there's plenty of basic Pokemon in here. I mean, this brings the retreat cost down to 1, which is a lot less of a bite. On all these guys, barring Registeel, if it gets captured up in it and I'm out of switches, it's fucking dead. I'm just gonna ship all the energy off of it. But having these guys down to 1 retreat each is really nice. Also, if anyone's got another full art one, this kind of bugs me right here. Not to be a little ungrateful, but you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? And then I just need a full art Keldeo, obviously, but like I don't really give a shit about Keldeo. It's just there to get rid of poison and, you know, just get like Kling Klang off of the active, that kind of scenario. So looks like I've got 60 cards in this deck at this point. I'm really trying to think about whether or not I should put a Super Rod in this deck. I still don't know yet. I guess that's fine for now. I don't even know whether or not it's gonna end up working out, but I'll save that for now. And let's see what happens. Holy shit, why does it take this long to save? I honestly kind of get the feeling I'm going to end up with like one of those, do I even want to risk talking? I just feel like this is one huge freeze. Okay, I mean, that's cool too. If that heap section error is still around, I'm feeling like I'm going to get that soon. Like, shit's just lagging way too much. Okay. Articuno Garbodor. 16 out of 23. Like, that's pretty good. I need more of these in real life because I really want to build this. I need one more of these online, too. Do I have another one? Garbodor. I think I only have 1 and 1 of the Garbotoxin ones. I really need to pull from dragons? Don't make me do that. That's stupid. Okay. But yeah, you guys have already seen this deck pretty recently. It's really heavy on the trainer side. It doesn't have a lot of Pokemon because you don't need a lot of Pokemon. Now, if that Vileplume was still around, that would be pretty nasty news. The one that shuts down the use of trainers. Because then that's all these things gone. And I don't even think he can play down. Yeah, you can't even put these down on... Well, actually, if I have Garbodor in play, then Vileplume ain't shit. So, anyway. 8 waters, 4 plasma energies. It's been a pretty good spread. I haven't seen anyone complaining about it. I have no complaints about it other than maybe a third Garbodor, but I think 3-2 is okay for now. You feel me? You know? Okay. Anyway, heading back to Ray Eelstown. I'm actually thinking about dismantling this deck in real life because I'm running out of sleeves. And I'm thinking about building Kling Klang in its place because I just don't really... I don't... It's kind of whatever. How many of these do I have? 1... Oh, I guess I'm missing one of these. Okay, I didn't even have 3 Thunderwave ones anyway. That kind of sucks. Those were from Noble Victories? Good lord. How did I not have enough of those? Whatever. 1 Zekrom and 1 Rayquaza just for, you know, the EX situation, that kind of shit. Otherwise, I got plenty of EX attackers. 3 Raikou EXs, 3 Rayquaza EXs. What do I have in the way here? Level Balls, just to get some eels out. Ultra Balls are the primary things I'm going to be using for, like, you know, discarding electric energy and that kind of shit. How many fire energies do I have? I've got 4 fires and I've got 8 electrics. It's alright for now. 4 ends, 4 junipers, discarding stuff. The more you can discard, the more energy, electric energy you can discard, the better. So you can just accelerate. Sky Arrow is great in this deck, and then just Eviolite just because. So that's that. Maybe you could run Bianca in that deck. I'm not 100% how that would work out. Anyway, we're getting close to the end of this video, I kind of want to say. Got good old Reshiram, which is like 5 out of 6, even though I rarely ever play with this thing. 2 Entei, 2 regular Reshirams, 2 Reshiram EXs. 3-3 on this line. I think I'm running 3 candies? 2 candies. Why am I only running 2 candies? That's weird. I should... Can I not do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And 1 Sky Arrow? I'm gonna minus one of these fire energies. And probably... Probably one of these Reshirams. To put a rare candy. No, wait, that goes on this tab. Oh yeah, the freaking deck builder in general is a lot faster. I don't know what they did with it, but I love it. 3 candies, and do I want to put that fire? I want to put that fire energy back. The more the better. Fire? No. Fire. That's better. And we'll just save. It's probably going to lag a lot, but hey. Let's see how long it takes this time. In the meantime, what? Oh, my PSP's done charging. That thing is my baby right now. Like, I miss being able to turn off a PSP just on sleep mode and not fear me losing all my data. And I can do that now. It's just really nice. I don't know. I'm just fawning over that thing in the worst way. It's beautiful. Are you serious? Just because... Oh, I got the heap section error finally. You'd think they would have fixed that, but they didn't. Okay, here's another one I've been kind of toying with before I was so rudely interrupted. We have... I don't know. It's just a healing deck, which was kind of fun. I have Meloetta in here because Mewtwo is such a threat to this deck. All Mewtwo needs to do is just slap a freaking double colorless on itself, and it's just big time threat because this thing just needs so much energy in order to attack. I really don't like it. Even without the weakness, it still takes 120 if your Mewtwo drops a DCE on it. It's like, god damn it, cut that out. Have 1 experience share in this deck. I should probably... I don't know, I kind of like the Eviolite too, just because you suppress the damage and you actually heal more. But the idea is to get as many of these things on the bench as possible and then just heal mad damage off a crest. But Mewtwo is just a huge weakness to this deck. Colress is in here just because, you know, all the Pokemon put him down on the bench. This deck does run 18 Pokemon, so Pecom's nice. 2 rare candies. Scramble Switch to get him off of 1 crest onto another. A Tool Scrapper is very important for Garbodor, otherwise I don't know what the hell I would do about it. And then out, like, Garbodor and Mewtwo just would completely ruin this deck, which is why I don't play it that often. And then my guess is, what, 9 Psychics and 4 double colorless for the deck build? Yeah, good. Okay. I like how I got the heap section error, like, 3 before I was done. These 3, I really do like these last 3, though. The thing is, what am I at? 3-3 here? 3-3. When did I go down to 3-3 on Vulpix and Ninetales? Whatever. Okay. So, I've only got 13 Pokemon in this deck. Vulpix and, well, Ninetales is the main attacker, and there's just so much crap in here. Oh my god. Why? What even happened here? 4 Devo sprays for some reason, even though I only have 3 Funguses and Amoonguses. This is a dowsing machine. Oh, I had to squeak in lasers. That's right. Okay, so I put in lasers. There's level balls, PCOMs. I have a random receiver for some reason, 2 super rods, 3 scoop ups, 2 switches. Everything in this deck is just such, it's so low on the HP side that it makes it like serious laser prey. So it doesn't really handle well in mirror matchups / anything that uses lasers these days, which is just about everything. How do you think about it? I don't like discarding too much in this deck either, so 2 Biancas, 3 Choruses, 3 Ends, 2 Skylas, and a Juniper. And 10 fire energy to round it off. It's whatever. I'm all of a sudden very meh about my own decks. But, okay, let's move on. So, Celebi, Flygon, Dusknoir. Why do I have... I'm really feeling like I could take out something in this deck. 4... Yeah, if we can take that out. And then we'll put another Landorus. I'm like, okay, that's not enough Landorus's in this deck. Here we go. So I guess I'm at 5. But the idea is just to spread damage counters and have Dusknoir move it around. So that's what I got going on there. All the rare candies are in this deck are mainly for Dusknoir. But I mean, if you want a rare candy up to Flygon 2 in a pinch, that works. And then just have Landorus be your main attacker. Celebi is in here just to be able to use Sand Pulse, but I had somebody tell me that I should probably play the Celebi-less version of this deck, which is something I kind of want to try right now. What can I do here? What's Flygon's Retreat? 1? Oh, that's not even that bad. So in that case, if I were to play a completely Celebi-less version of this deck, I would play 4 Landos, definitely. What else do I have going on here? I have a scramble switch for some stupid retarded reason. I do not need a scramble switch. I need a compooper search. Thank you. So, we'll do that. 2 switches. Or 4 switches. I'm feeling some escape ropes in this deck, too. Yeah. So, let's put 2 of those in here. Is that fine? What do I have the DCEs? I don't even need the DCEs in here anymore. I don't. So, for energy, fighting. Let's see. I'll put 1 more. That's a good number to be at. I like that number. Because honestly, the only thing that's going to be attacking is Landorus until Flygon gets out. And then once you run out Flygons, then you just go back to Landorus. And then you just clean up with Dusknoir. So that's not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 basics. I'm feeling like 4 candies is enough in this case. Because not all of these are going to make them. Not all of these are going to make it. Like, yeah, it's fine. That's fine. That's fine too. So, what am I doing here? Saving? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. So, that's what I did with that. What? Unfinished deck? Am I missing a card? I'm probably missing like 1 card out of this. I'm missing 2 cards out of this. Okay. What do I even want as a middle stage? I honestly don't know. Shit. I think I'm just gonna put 1 more on this line. And that's fine. So there's 60 cards. Wonderful. So, yeah, done with that. And then I got one more deck to show off, which I haven't really played with yet. I saw a guy playing it at League, and I was like, I really want to try it. It's Celebi with Scolipede, because, you know, the poison and the Virbank right now is really nice. It's got the non-poison point one, because you can Venoshock for 70. You can Revenge Kill Mewtwo so easily if you have Virbank up, because they just get poisoned. Well, you laser them, or, like, I don't know. They'll hopefully knock out a Venipede, or they'll get lasered. So there's, like, 7 opportunities to get poisoned in this deck. I'm feeling like I should run Dowsing Machine as my A-Spec, but I guess I run Scramble Switch for some reason, just to move energy off of, I don't know, like a Sigilyph onto a Scolipede or something like that. Because Venoshock on this takes a little bit more, but it's base 120. I don't know. I don't know. I don't run this that often. And then I think that, the idea here is Taste of a Poison Paradise, for those of you that are a fan of Britney Spears. And then I think that's it. I think that's it for my deck. So I have any in the unfinished deck tabs? I don't. Anyway, that was a taste of, like, all of my decks. If I went too fast on some of these, let me know. And I don't know. You have plenty of opportunities to just pause and see what was in my decks. But you guys really wanted this video. And then for those of you that didn't, I'm actually going to include another Kling Klang battle after this, because I'm feeling kind of better with that build. And yeah, I'll probably just include a time thing in the description for the actual battle if you don't want to watch my deck list. But for those of you that did, you're welcome. I'm sorry this took me so long. I'm just so horrible. I just like, oh, god damn it. Let me just, you know, write down everything that's in this deck. Put down everything. And then when you hit print deck, it doesn't actually, like, make a text document for you to print out. It actually, like, sends it to your printer and does a thing there. Actually, I don't know. I haven't tried it. I don't have a printer, though, so I'm going to hit print deck right now. I think it opens... Yeah, it opens up the print tab, and it's like, I don't want you to do that. You know? Can I just send it to something that isn't that? Whatever. Okay. Battle. Right after this, I'm done stalling. Bye. Alright, I got a pretty interesting matchup going on in this post-narrated match. It was interesting. I will mention that right now, in case I haven't already mentioned enough. But I'm playing against a guy by the name of Strange Forces. Got some full art stuff in my hand. Not too bad. I think I pulled one of those, and then I traded somebody else for another one, which was like, wow! What a great deal! We're looking good. But I'm going to lead off with it, because I have an energy in my hand, and it only takes 1 to attack. And hell, you know, it does 30. I should have just waited to see what kind of deck he was playing. Not that it really matters, because I probably would have just ended up leading with this whatsoever. And you'll notice a little bit later that the matchup is actually quite a bit in my favor. That's kind of what makes this a little bit funny. But I'm going to pick Tails because Tails never fails. 50% of the time it works every time. A little bit less than Sex Panther, but hey, it's still not terrible. So, gonna go for... I'm going to put down the Sky Arrow. I know it lets him switch if he really wants to. I honestly don't care if he does. I just want it down for myself as well. And it ends up that he just commits a lot of energy on the field to certain things anyway, and it doesn't really seem like he has a game plan to get this thing evolved on turn 2, at least from what I'm noticing in his hand, especially because he's Skyling for... I think he ends up Skyling for an Ultra Ball. Now, this probably means that he has a rare candy in hand, but... Or no, he Ultra Balls. He doesn't Ultra Ball for the Blastoise. He Ultra Balls for a Keldeo, I think, just in order to be able to shuffle into a new hand and just go from there. But he puts a water energy down, and then, oh, that's right, he has Bicycle. Okay, so he runs Bicycle in his deck. I think that's pretty cool. It's very much like a very, very, very ghetto beach. As you can see here, I have both of my Shift Gear Kling Klangs in hand. I'm like, well, shit. I'm really glad that I have 2. I really am. But, guys, I do not want to see you this early in the game. Like, that kind of sucks. But, get another Clink, get another Cobalion, and it turns out that I'm stuck in that active Cobalion, so I decided to retreat out for 1 and then just Righteous Edge that for the knockout. Maybe I should have stayed in and built up that other one. I honestly don't know, because I'm not seeing any non-EX attackers in this deck so far. Turns out he puts down double colors and just junipers away the rest of his hand. He already committed his energy attachment for the turn, so unless he got a Rare Candy Blastoise on this turn, he's just going to Secret Sword 470, which I'm really not too scared of at all. Now, right here, I do have an interesting thing to think about. What do I want to Ultra Ball away? I know I'm getting a Clang in order to evolve into the Plasma Steel Clang on the next turn. But I'm trying to think, like, do I toss that and that, you know, or do I toss both of the Metal Energies? I decide that I don't want to toss a Metal Energy, especially when I don't have a supporter in my hand. So I'm just going to Righteous Edge right now, get rid of that double colorless, and hope that he doesn't have a Rare Candy and a Blastoise coming up. He more than likely has a supporter. His, like, 8-card hand versus my 1-card hand. Although my 1 card is actually a little bit better than the 8 he has going on in his hand. Unless he plans on attacking me with Squirtle right now, it's going to work out. So he's going to Skyla, I believe, for, yeah, that Rare Candy. The Rare Candy is going to be for the Blastoise. What, man, why can't I Skyla and get Rare Candy? That's booty, man. That sucks. So he hits a Blastoise up. He's no doubt got enough energy to put onto that Keldeo and just do a serious amount of damage to me. He could knock me out on this turn, but I think his main target is probably going to be the Clinks and the Clangs, and then he can take out the Cobalions. Because otherwise Keldeo can't do shit to Plasma Steel, because he's an EX. So, yeah, Ultra Ballin'. I just took this match like 10 minutes ago, and I'm really spacing out hardcore today. But if there's one thing I was noticing today while I was taking this battle, TCGO actually flowed a little bit better. It wasn't too bad. It's still kind of glitchy. You'll see, I think you can see right now on the bench, if you squint at Clang a little bit, you can see that its weakness and its resistance is on it twice. And the text sometimes gets a little weird on the Full Art Cobalion EX, but he goes ahead and knocks out my active one. That sucks for him. I top deck a Rare Candy, so I'm like, I'm just going to evolve that benched one, because that way when I get a Shift Gear one, I can just, you know, I can just evolve it instead of having to wait for a Rare Candy. I got a Rare Candy and a Pokemon in hand that I can use. I might as well use it. So other than just waiting for a dead Rare Candy, it thins out my deck a little bit, especially if I get an N or that kind of thing. So we're in a situation where he has 3 EXs and a Blastoise. Now, in order to actually damage me with something, he has to put energy on the Blastoise. And Blastoise doesn't benefit a lot from the amount of energy that it has on it like Keldeo does. Keldeo is, what is it, base 50 damage plus, no, yeah, base 50 plus 20 more for every water energy on it. Blastoise is base 60, but it's plus 10. So it doesn't quite stack up. You need twice as many energies on Blastoise as you do on Keldeo in order to start doing a lot of good stuff with it. So here's for energy retrieval right there. And I'm noticing that this Klinklang is causing a lot of problems for him. He has to commit an obscene amount of energy. I zoom in right there because I'm realizing that if he actually does want to try to take out this Klinklang by means of committing energy onto Blastoise, and look at that, he actually has the Scramble Switch, uses it, and decides to just move everything onto his active Blastoise just in an effort to take out this Klinklang, because, I mean, he might as well try it. I don't have anything going on in my hand whatsoever. But that Cobalion on the bench has Energy Pressure, which does 20 damage plus 20 more for every energy the opponent has on it. So 20, 40, 60... Wait, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. If he got one more energy on him, he probably would have been fucked. I was kind of praying that he would put it on, but whatever. The thing is that I also need 2 energy on it as well. And the fact that I Rare Candied that other Klinklang, all of a sudden I don't feel too bad, because it looks like I'm going to lose this one. I'm not drawing any of my supporters. I don't understand why that is. It kind of sucks, but also kind of realizes, hey, shit, I'm probably going to lose this Blastoise trying to take out this Klinklang, so I might as well get another Blastoise up. Works out from great. So he's going to get an energy retrieval in hand, and I believe load up the Keldeo, or I think he's going to load up the Keldeo, because after he takes out the Klinklang, he can attack with anything he wants. And here I am with nothing in my hand. I think I'm counting right here to see how many catchers he's used up. Lo and behold, he uses up another one. Now, he kind of makes... Well, I actually wouldn't call that a mistake. I definitely would have finished off that Klinklang first, though. Oh, the blend energy text leaks onto cards. That's really weird. Right here. What am I doing? I think I'm skylighting for a Juniper, because I only run one on this deck, and it's like it's a free 7 cards. I'm more than likely gonna lose this Cobalion. That blend energy text, you can tell. Oh man, we just got right off of an update on TCGO, which is why shit is a little bit glitchy. They'll probably get on that in the next day or two though. So the fact is, a lot of energy on that is hilarious, but I know he can't take discarding that dowsing machine was painful. You have no idea how painful. Right here, I decided to heavy ball for a Clink, because I'm more than likely going to lose that Clang in a little bit. And I'm hesitant as to whether or not I would have put down that Keldeo. It doesn't benefit at all from Plasma Steel. It doesn't look like he's running lasers. So I think about it for a second, and then I click it, and then I'm like, oh shit, no, wait, no, that's a bad idea. Let's just get out of there. And I just decided to energy press for 120. Now, he can take me out, but I can finish him off with a Righteous Edge or whatever it is on Cobalion EX that does 30 damage. He's got 140 HP. You know, 20 left, 30 on the attack. You can do the math. It's pretty simple. Right there, I think I was looking for max potions to see whether or not I had another one, even though I saw another one. I remember taking one out of this deck prior, and I honestly don't know how I feel about running Keldeo in this deck. Because it's just there just for rushing in. I would much rather just take it out, and then like both of the Sky Arrows, I guess, and then probably just run, 2 escape ropes and an Emolga. That feels a little bit better because I'm having trouble getting my Clinks and my Clangs out, that kind of thing. Anyway, speaking of the devil, I got another one. Not too much in this game. Why did I put it down? Do I keep it down? That's silly if I do. Shit, right. Okay, let's put that energy on something and then we'll just end out. So I end him down to 2, and I have a max potion, so now he has to catcher this thing in again and just get rid of it. But I've gotten rid of almost all of his energy on the field. Plasma Steel Clang is not in danger of getting knocked out at this point, and yeah, he lost a lot of energy off of that. That's the kind of hurdle that you have to jump if you don't have any non-EX attackers in this format right now. Sigilyph is a problem. Blastoise would have to do the same thing, only it would have to only load up 4 energy in order to knock it out, which is kind of a small price to pay. Right here is going to Juniper, and he's playing with fire right now in terms of how many cards he has left in his deck. He's only got 4. He's going to have to hit some energy retrievals, some crazy shenanigans going on. He puts down a 3rd Keldeo. So this is kind of looking a little bit like the deck list I was showing off earlier, but I just Blastoise in general. That's why I run the 1 baby Keldeo, just to be able to hit stuff. But he is going to energy retrieval and load up this Blastoise with like 7 or 9, and I think it's like 7 energy. It's like it stops appearing behind him, and I'm realizing, oh my god, after that 2nd retrieval, how many energy is he going for right now? Slash, how much... What is he going for on this turn? He's putting them all on Blastoise. It's going to be hilarious to just knock this thing out, if at all possible. And I'm just like, oh, wow. Is this really happening? And I was asking if he was going to commit, and then I forgot how to spell commit because I haven't been in school for a couple of years. I was going to ask if he was going to put 12 on it because that would be an Oko on that, and that would have been the game. But I don't think he has that amount. So, what was I looking in the discard pile for here? Another... I think I was kind of curious about my Ultra Ball stuff because to be able to energy press that Blastoise would leave him absolutely neutered. So, I'm wondering right here whether or not I want to Skyla for a rare candy or for an Ultra Ball. And I eventually just decide on the Ultra Ball because I want to get a regular Cobalion on the field and hopefully draw into an energy. That would be nice. Catcher's going to be kind of pointless in this scenario because he can just rush into... he can rush in with the Keldeo that has 1 energy on it and then just retreat from there. So Sky Arrow actually kind of hurt me in this matchup. But I'm going to try to thin out my deck a little. Just go ahead and get either the Clang or the Registeel out of my deck and then Ultra Ball that. And I'm assuming my catcher, because my catcher is very much dead weight. And then just attach to a regular Cobalion on my bench just to be able to energy press on the next turn. But I think for now... I think before that, I switched in my Clink just to be able to just to take a hit. That's all I got going for it right now. And then I need to draw something good on this next turn, or I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen at that point. But I know he can just knock me out for free right now. And how many cards does he have left in his deck? He has 3 cards left in his deck. And if I'm not mistaken, he has oh, you can see the amount of energy he has if you highlight. I forgot about that. I should take advantage of that more often, because now that made me look like a fool trying to count how many he attached manually. No, it was 7. 7 energy on that Blastoise. Whew. That's steep. That is super steep. I think he Sharon's right here, to be completely honest, just to try to get something to end the game. I don't think he can win, though, because I don't think he has a 4th catcher in his deck. If it's prized, whatever. The only word he said in response to that, he's like, oh my god, Kling Klang. Fucking Kling Klang, man. Kling Klang's a pain in the ass in this kind of matchup. That's why I like the non-big basics decks sometimes. They're pretty cool, and they won't get stopped by Kling Klang, like that whole Gallade thing I had going on a couple months back. Man, that shat on it, even despite the typing resistance there. So, I was asking how many is that even on that Blastoise? Like, I don't know. I was just in utter disbelief. And then he Sharon's right here, finally. So, draws out his entire deck. He can take this out, but he basically just lost at this point because he doesn't have anything. He doesn't have any cards to put any cards back into his deck. He just drew his last deck. So, not his last deck. He drew the last of his cards. So, he just says don't on this one. Like, he probably doesn't have one. But he can just take out my Clink, and I believe that is the end of the game, because I just promote that one. I don't even have to attack. I can just end my turn, because he doesn't get a turn next turn, because his deck is gone. I won by deck out, and that's not normally how it's... Well, I guess it's kind of sort of how this deck works sometimes, because they're trying to find resources in order to take out Kling Klang. That other button next to OK should be edit deck, which is cool, because it's like if you lose it's like, man, this deck sucks. You can go straight to the deck editor and then edit it according to what you suck so badly against. But the text on it is weird. So shout out to devs for actually making TCG a little bit quicker, but a little bit glitchier at the same time. Yeah, that's cool. Anyway, that was a game of Kling Klang, and that was also a deck list / battle video. I guess. I don't know. I'm really bad at conclusions today. If you guys enjoyed this video, you can leave a like rating, do this stuff, comment, subscribe, do your thing. And I think that'll do it for today. So I will see you guys with another TCGO video on Tuesday? Next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. All right. Different deck, though. Bye.